recent project right now. You have formed a collective with some of our ensemble mates, and you have written and you are directing a short play that is going to premiere in Hollywood at the Sweet and Short.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet Hollywood.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Got it. So tell us about Bijeux Collective and tell us about the upcoming festival.
Yeah, great. So myself and 4 other e-tenors sitting around chatting one day, and I believe it was Deanna who just said, you know what? I really want to make my own work. Who's with me? And we basically all just raised our hands, and we were kind of like, okay, we're doing this. What are we going to do? And so we had some preliminary meetings, and I had this old play stashed in the drawer of my desk that I wrote 5 years ago. And we had all agreed we should start with something small, you know, a contained project, since we're learning as we go. And so I presented that to the group and I said, what do we think about this? And they said, yay, let's do it. And so we were slowly gearing up towards self-producing it in New York when long around mid-July, Tessie, another in the group, said, you know, this is all great, but if we'd like to do something sooner rather than later, why don't we submit this to the Short and Sweet Hollywood Festival and see what they say? And everybody said, yes. So we pitched the project to the festival like overnight, like within 48 hours, the deadline, we had to pitch it and blah, blah. And then we waited and waited and waited. And on August 9th, so like 7 weeks ago, we found out that the festival had accepted us as an official production in the fest. Yay! So then we had to now we've been scrambling in rehearsals, marketing for the show, liaising with the festival, and we're spread out all over the country. So we're all flying in to Los Angeles for October. I'm heading out on Saturday. And yeah, those are the bullet points.
You go on Saturday?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Do you want to give everyone a shout out, the whole group? I mean, you mentioned a couple, but
yeah. So the Bijeux Collective is myself, Tessie Arasti, Deanna Nicole Shinsky, Joanna De Leon, and Ksenia Babayeva.
There you go. Nailed it. And I believe we have a clip as well related to Bijeux Collective. Brandon, backstage, you ready to roll the clip? Roll the clip.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's break this down. I loved what you did where you kind of like, I have this
scary ghost story. That's what I'm trying to go for.
Yes. So I really liked that. Can we actually dial that up even more? Like really try to scare them with this ghost story.
Okay, cool.
Well, that brings me to my next point on the recycled line, Sheila. Whatever you did, ghost story with the dumpster fire, now you gotta top that. Like, so go even harder. What do the blue bins represent to you? Are they a mystery? And because he's catching you on the fly and you're having to invent this while you're talking, like you've thought about the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
The recycling, you're having to think up on the fly. So
cover it.
Okay, so boom, with all of that, let's take this again.
Yeah. And it's worse than just that. The sign says everything must go. That means us too. We're probably going to end up in a dumpster fire out back. And from there, who knows where we'll go.
A dumpster fire? Sweet!
Or we could be tossed in the blue bins and recycled into
Garter belt clips?
Surfboard wax.
single-use plastic water bottles.
Oh, surfboard wax.
Yes. Okay. I love that. I love that. Bring the hits.
All right. So that was a little behind the scenes of a Zoom rehearsal. You guys are all at that point. You were
Yep.
all over the country.
Yep.
You were directing, and then just to let people know, the leads, they're all mannequins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't even tell you what the premise is. So
Yeah, tell us the premise.
it's on the surface. The story is about 3 department store mannequins who discover that their store is going out of business. And they have got to come up with a way to save the store, or else they risk imminent death themselves.
The highest of stakes.
Yes, the highest.
Well, congratulations. Yeah, I got to work with all of you guys, all of you ladies in conservatory, and you're all amazing. So I'm sure it's going to go great. Also, you've been doing some fundraising. You've got a GoFundMe to raise some of the production funds. And I think we're going to flash that on the screen there. And Brandon will, if he can drop that into the chat as well, so that it's a clickable link, that would be awesome.
Oh, thank you, guys.
There it is. And Laughing Vikings and Actors Audition Club, we were happy to donate to the cause a little while back too. So
yes,
the fundraising is going well for you. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate the support, the peer-to-peer support. It means so much to all of us. This has been such an incredible opportunity and really an adventure. And it's all happening so quickly, much quicker than we expected. And we just didn't have time to seek grant money or other kinds of funding. So being caught, I don't want to say behind the 8 ball, but maybe on the back foot a little bit. We're seeking support from our peers and community and network to help raise production funds. Great news. We've got our plane tickets covered. So that's incredible. We've got access now to a rental car. That's amazing. And we're so close to being able to pay for our full month of accommodations and rehearsal space. So those are the big 3. And after that, really, we're just seeking additional support so that we can eat and not starve. And
right.
I'd love to be able to feed my cast and crew. So yeah, so if you're listening and you want to support independent production, female-led voices and stories, we would appreciate it if you went to our GoFundMe and donated. Any little bit helps. We also have super fun prizes for our donors. Some really fun stuff. So check it out. And if you can't, if you might at least share it thoughtfully with somebody who might be interested, that would also mean the world to us.
Yeah, you can find Bijeux Collective on Instagram. I know you've been sharing a lot there. Go donate. Maybe we can just pay for the whole thing by the end of this podcast.
That would make my birthday so special.
There you go. Make it her birthday. She's
That's
got
my
the
birthday
balloons,
wish,
she's got
everyone.
the podcast. Now just let them eat. Give them enough money so they can at least buy cheap tacos from a taco truck in LA.
We're not looking for 5-star meals. I mean, yeah.
How did you get you said the plane tickets were covered from a sponsor. Was that just some angel or was that a corporate thing?
We have a very dear angel investor, shall we say, who really believes in us as a group and wanted to make sure that we at least were all there. That's the first step.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge.
So
huge. Well, support the arts. Click the link. Go find that GoFundMe. We'll just stay on. We'll make this a telethon now.
Yes.
I've got John in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he's agreed to donate $3,000.
John, thank you. You're an official associate producer.
He's the best.